Oh,
Threw me, boy, threw me for a loop. She didn't want to tell me.
She didn't want to tell you.
My ribs, but she wouldn't tell me.
She need the grass is greener on the other side.
Man, I'll find out the grass is evil on the other side.
Them niggas
That grass
chop you up and want to eat you, man.
He's just an older man. We can't do nothing out here. All right.
All right.
So I'm out here murking motherfuckers.
Well,
He can slip some shit in your food, and you gonna wake up tied to the head, boy, with your drawers in your mouth.
Man.
Hey, you always wanted that Louis bag. You gonna be stuffed in one.
Man.
What you want to do for it?
They'll figure it out, man. Hey, Esau never stopped being Esau. Just remember that.
All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we begin, want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh,
Ba'Shem,
Yahushua,
Ba'Shem,
Rakakwadash.
the boss of the apostles, boss of the elders, great millstone, who well touches truth. Much respect to you brothers out there, preach his word in the truth and sincerity to our folk of the earth. Tabernacle David, hopefully, like respect, bro. Want to say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, hey, it's coming down the pipeline. We just talking about a lot of people losing their money out of their 401k. You know, I looked the other day. You know, I'm missing like 7K out of mine. You know, other brothers as well. Hey, just you know, I ain't mad. You know, I should be, but you know, it's all through the spirit because I realize, you know, and brothers in this truth, you know, we realize that we have a consolation that's coming in the kingdom of heaven, man. And even if you was able to take out that money, as the brother has said, they're going to take a huge chunk out of it anyways, right? And they're going to be asking you questions, why you taking it out, you know, what you doing it for, all that type of stuff. But for the common folk out here, when they see that money being taken out of their 401k, best believe that's a recipe for destruction, man. These people are going to go crazy.
I got a scripture, unless I got one. It's Ezekiel 7 and verse 18. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon their heads. It says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed, and their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. And they shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. So it's going to be all because of your wickedness, you know, all the sin you've been committing, you know, you Jakes, and just you Edomites, you other heathen, y'all gonna all suffer in these end days, man. It ain't bouncing back. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse, right? Y'all ain't gonna be able to eat. Y'all money ain't gonna save you like the scripture said. You know what you gonna do? You gonna riot? You gonna cause mass chaos? You just gonna declare martial law? And we ready for it to happen, man. We tired of living in this place, man. We ain't happy about being here. Every day we hear we mad at these people, man, because of what they've been doing to us. We don't care about you heathens. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. And you 2/3, a lot of y'all gonna participate in that madness too. You had Jakes on TikTok talking about some you know, this ain't our fight, which you right, but a lot of y'all still gonna do that shit any fucking way. So y'all gonna get shot down, mowed down, you know, like the mire in the streets, just like these heathens. So go ahead. You gonna trust this man? You gonna beg him? We begging YASHAMIAHLA to save us from this place, to save us from these people.
I got Zephaniah 1:8 as well. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And like the brother said, that money ain't finna save y'all, man. A lot of people put all their stock and money thinking that, hey, all I need is to get the bag and I'll be all right for the rest of my life. But now you're starting to see now that Esau is starting to mess with your money. He's starting to mess with your money, and it's going to go all full-blown digital, and then you're going to come to that fork in the road, man, to, hey, I'm going to take this rice, or I'm going to put my faith in YASHAMIAHLA, which a lot of you are in y'all lots, man. And, hey, you're going to take that rice, man. That's why we go so hard with the lessons and coming out here on these highways and hedges, man, because when that time come, a lot of you brothers ain't gonna, a lot of you women either, y'all not gonna be eating your other nations. Y'all not gonna get no food. That's why YASHAMIAHLA said he was gonna feed his servants, man, that we will eat and that we will drink, man. Lord willing that we are part of that number. A lot of you finna feel that pain, man.
Yeah, rightfully so. Did you have a scripture out?
Oh, no, I got a point to bring out. It seems like through a lot of Edomite videos that's being posted, it's like in their spirit, they're starting to feel like they are turning into a second-class nation out of guilt. And hey, ever since Trump posted that he was gonna bring back segregation, you ain't heard a peep out of us. We like, okay. But you getting more kickback from Edomites because they know they can't survive without us.
Yep.
They know they can't. But they try to put on a rule like they better than us. How you better than us when you can't survive without us? Uh-huh. see, now they try to be all friendly and shit. Man, ain't nobody studying that, man. Y'all going into change. We don't care that you you humble yourself crouching as a lion. No, we don't care about that.
Yeah,
we don't care about you trying to make things right. The only way you gonna make things right is get back everything you stole. And that's not gonna happen. So the Lord gotta come back and make it right.
Yeah, when I see these Edomites out here exercise, I'm like, hey, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
As you getting ready for the kingdom. You know?
That's a wise move.
Hey, because it's, hey, depending on the brother's spirit and what they want their slaves to do, man, it's going to be back-breaking work. You did that unto us. And matter of fact, you didn't abide by the Sabbath. At least we going to give you the Sabbath because you're going to need it.
Yeah.
You're going to need it. But I got Psalms 137 and verse 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. You know, me and the brother was talking about in the car. What Trump is doing, he got all the other nations gearing up together, man, coming together. You have what was it? Japan, Taiwan, China,
and
Taiwan, which they all
except for Ammon, they all Moab.
Which they, you know, through the spirit, they're all brothers anyways, you know. They're all brothers, but you know, you go into their history, they have bad blood. You know, they even, you know, that Ghost of Tsushima game, you know. hey, that was a badass game. That's one of my favorite games still to this day. But you had Ammon and Moab fighting, you know, and now in the times that we're in, they're coming together, right? All because of Trump. Well, really, it's through the spirit of the Lord, and it's the Lord's movie. But I'm gonna finish the rest on this. Let me see. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee, as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be, and taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stones. You see that? Right? So that's coming. You know, all you other jakes that's out here protesting, you know, or you want to hold hands with Esau, Edom, the elect is patiently waiting for us to get our hands upon this man. Rightfully so. Right? Mm-hmm. Now, we ain't moving carnally, but we waiting for the trumpet, man. We waiting for the Lord to sound off and give us that spiritual power. That's when the Lord gives us that move, right? This is a spiritual protesting. While y'all out there physically protesting and not getting anywhere, still in the same rut.
Never will. Y'all been running up and down these streets for many years.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing happened for you, man. And speaking of Trump, Salaki, he's trying to erase so-called black history as well. You know, he wants you people to forget where you came from, how you got here, what was done to you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what got a lot of our people destroyed to this day, forgetting their heritage, man. You know, but like the brother said, we patiently waiting to get back in Esau's ass on the spiritual tip, and it's gonna become physical and eventually. You know, I'm gonna get Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. We patiently waiting, man, to get back. Because in the scriptures it said that he's gonna lay his hand down by his men. And I'm gonna probably go get the scripture. Let's one of the brothers can go grab it.
If you bring it out, I got another scripture.
Oh, brother, tell him gonna bring that one out.
It's
Salaki on that.
It's like 7 or 8 verses. So I didn't want to read it for.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25. We start at verse 12. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Verse 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Don shall fall by the sword. Verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to mine fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh.
See that?
Don't be trying to kiss no ass now. No. Because the whole time y'all took advantage, while y'all was taking advantage of us, y'all knew exactly who we were, and it benefited y'all. Now we seeing Esau, a bunch of Edomites coming by with them little fake ass smiles and shit. No, we don't want to hear it. And at the same time, the small hat's getting exposed.
Yep.
Because the International Criminal Court,
Yeah.
the ICC, they has deemed the nation of Israel to not have sovereignty, no longer, no more sovereignty, and they don't recognize them as being a sovereign nation. And everything that they have taken from the Palestinians, they confiscated their land, has to be returned effective immediately.
Call Lord YASHAMIAHLA.
Oh, Lord, YASHAMIAHLA.
Well, I did do a lesson last year, which they were supposed to give them reparations last year, and they still didn't do it. What they do, right? They love blood. What the Lord say, blood shall pursue thee. So we already know in their pride, they're not going to do that. So they're going to fight tooth and nail. So what the other nations have to do? Oh, these some slimy people, man.
Yeah.
We just going to have to teach them a lesson. It's like that meme off of SpongeBob. How many times we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Teach you this lesson. You know, so, hey, the nation, hey, what's happening? The nations are gearing up together to fight this man, and rightfully so. Right? You are the scum of the earth. Did you have the scripture out?
Yeah, this is Luke 18. This is like the parable with the judge, the unjust judge, and the widow. Basically, you know, the judge would be Esau, and then the widow would be Israel. This verse 1 says, he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought to always pray and not faint, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not Yahweh, which is Esau,
Yeah.
neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of my adversary. Is that not Jake protesting? You know, they still trusting and believing in Esau, you know, asking him, can he do this, can he do that? It says, and he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, though I fear not Yahweh, no regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge said, and shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you, nay, that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth, right? Because a lot of you jakes, y'all don't believe.
Yeah.
You know, the prayer is about you having faith. You know, you believe in that Yahweh YASHAMIAHLA is going to deliver us, man. A lot of y'all jakes, y'all going to participate in this madness. A lot of y'all going to get caught up out there. Y'all going to get arrested. Y'all going to get taken to these concentration camps. Y'all going to get slaughtered out there. Y'all going to get caught up in martial law, all of that stuff.
Yep.
We ain't gonna be out there doing that.
Yep.
We patiently waiting for Yahweh to return and to redeem us. That's what we waiting for.
Yep.
We got hope in mortality, man. Y'all not finna get that here trying to team up with Esau and think that this scumbag ass dude gonna save y'all to get y'all out of conditions that you are in. Because if he wanted to do that, he could have did it a long time ago. But that's not his will, and that's damn sure not the will of the Father. That we got to struggle here until the time come, man. You know, this is Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
See that?
For God proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. See the spiritual power, man. You know, that's what we trying to get that. While y'all running around here being carnal in Esau's kingdom, trying to be saved here, man, it's not gonna happen, dog. A lot of you Israelites' blood is about to be shed here through the people that y'all trying to get saved from.
I got a precept to what you brought out, Doc. It's Wisdom of Solomon 12, verse 22. It says, therefore, whereas thou doest chasten us, thou scourgest our enemies 1,000 times more, to the intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of thy goodness, and when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy.
See
Woo!
that?
Hey, that kind of made me think of like you 2/3. Even though y'all gonna get destroyed, the Lord's gonna bring y'all back in the kingdom, but you gotta get it on their side because you ain't right.
Yep. That second death, man. Hey, that's what's coming, though, them missiles.
Yep.
And then, you know, Esau, Edom gonna get his. They gonna get them chains. Brothers gonna get the kingdom, them new bodies. And the rest of you 2/3, let's see y'all a lot. Because the truth has been going out here for many years. And y'all have basically sealed yourself as a 2/3. The Most High done sealed you as a 2/3. That destruction is gonna come to you, and then you just gonna have to be reborn in the kingdom in your right mind. Because right now, y'all can't be taught shit.
No.
Y'all faith is sealed, man.
They too emotional, man. These dudes emotional as hell. That's why you can't tell them shit. But I got some advice for the hard-headed, for the emotional Israelite men out there, because y'all stay in y'all feelings, man. If y'all don't agree with it, y'all do just like Esau. Y'all turn into hoes. Straight up. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. Verse 12. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. Verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Y'all running from understanding by being emotional. Y'all running from wisdom by being emotional. That ain't how the world works, man. You can't get emotional about every little thing that don't go your way. So, my advice to you, get your mind right, get your panties out of bunch, and man up.
Yep.
Because emotions ain't gonna get you nowhere in the times that's to come. It's gonna get you dead because you're gonna overreact about some shit. You're gonna turn nothing into something, and the Lord gonna send a death angel.
Yep. Matter of fact, that also reminds me of these cats up there in Ohio. I don't know if y'all seen them where they gearing up. They got their war equipment. You know, they got their guns. Yeah, Jake.
Yep.
Yeah, because you know, this ain't your kingdom, Jake. You know, we're in this predicament because we sin against Yahweh, our power, man. That's why the weakest of weak is above us, man. The basis of base men is above us. That's why you scared, right? And us being in His truth, you know, not to say that we ain't gonna go through anything, but the Lord does put a hedge over our household, man. When we see things like that, you know, these little Nazi, you know, hey, that's just Esau being a little ass kid, man. Like the brother said, they hate us, but they love us at the same time. They got they bipolar.
I've been seeing a lot of videos of, I'll say, you know, they probably Edomites, but a lot of them been like talking like that on TikTok. They've been like, you know, they got a love-hate relationship with us. You talk shit about us one minute, but then you want to be like us in the next minute.
You apologize, and then the next day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's why right there. Isaiah chapter 59 verse 9 says what it says, 8 or 9. Peace they know not.
Yep.
They are a froward nation. Froward means difficult to get along with.
It's hard to get along with these damn devils, man. Like,
They too emotional.
on a daily basis. Like, they just do shit and act like they not doing nothing, man. It just be irritating as hell.
Yeah.
They'll come and stand in your way at the grocery store. If you trying to get something, they standing right there.
I just saw that
with
the other day,
freezer
man.
open, like, dude, move out the way.
Cause see, you know why they do shit like that? Because they feel that their position in the earth is changing. They're not number one no more. So they do that to see if you will still recognize them. They want to be acknowledged. And if you don't acknowledge them, they feel some kind of way. But see, that's what comes with so-called white supremacy / white fragility. You got a confused ass mind. Which one is it? Are you fragile or are you superior? You can't be both.
I mean, even when you say excuse me, they still don't move. And at that point, I'm just like, all right, bro.
They trying to start some shit because they want to see you get arrested. That's what it is.
They would pull out their camera and it made it seem like it was all your fault to begin with.
Yeah,
you know
turn nothing into something.
Well, but I thought you was superior, man. I thought you could take it hit.
You stupid and fuck boy tactics. I thought you were superior. That's what fragile people do.
Yeah.
Resort to fuck boy tactics just to see somebody get in trouble. You ain't got nothing else better to do?
No.
I guess not.
And all they do is push that pride shit out. That video I showed you in the car with Donald Trump talking about China and how powerful America is, and that I know you got a button on your desk, but I got a button that's bigger and better and more stronger, and that America can't be touched and all of that, man. And that's why these nations hate your ass, man, because you walk around, you're running your mouth, and then you get in that ring, and then you get knocked the fuck out, man. You know? This is Obadiah 1 and 2. Because a lot of these nations can't stand these Edomites, man.
No, they were holding a sign in Greenland. It said, "Make America go away."
As a matter of fact, before you bring that out, a lot of times when you watching these boxing matches or whatever match, the person that's always talking shit ends up getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Legs crossed and all.
Yeah. Over there looking like Peter Griffin when he's knocked out.
With a hand behind his back.
Go ahead.
I got Obadiah 1 and 2, man. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And the Most High YASHAMIAHLA is finna allow these other nations to get in your ass, and these chariots gonna get in your ass as well, man. Your whole little setup right here is destroyed, man.
It's about to be destroyed, man.
You know, you're running around running your mouth, and you finna get in this ring soon. Your soldiers, all y'all finna get in that ring, man, to get knocked the fuck out, man.
Yep.
I got a precept to what you just brought out.
And before you bring that out, could a brother get what's that? Isaiah 14:21 to 22 in the NLT. Yeah, go ahead,
This Jeremiah 50 and verse 31, because these Edomites is proud. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee.
21.
That time's coming, man. You know, when this place is going to be destroyed. You know, when the missiles is going to hit this place. We're going to gather y'all up, put y'all in slavery, put y'all in captivity, right? That time is coming, man.
Got that script.
Isaiah 14.
We have 14, 21 to 23. Okay. Isaiah 14 and 21 to 23. Prepare a place to slaughter his children for the sins of their ancestors.
See that?
They are not to rise to inherit the land and cover the earth with their cities. I will rise up against them, declares the Lord Almighty. I will wipe out Babylon's name and survivors. Her offspring's descendants, declares the Lord. I will turn her into a place for owls and into swampland. I will sweep her with the broom and destruction, declare the Lord Almighty. You finna get swept up off this earth.
Y'all going right into that dustpan, then right into the trash. I got these
That's
precepts.
Yep.
Now check this out, y'all. When y'all hear these scriptures I'm about to bring out, tell me if these scriptures are describing Trump to the T. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 6. And we'll start at verse 13. Well, 12. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. Remember, froward means difficult to get along with. Verse 13, he winketh with his eyes, speak with his feet, and teaches with his fingers, doing this shit.
Yeah.
Keep going. Verse 14, frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. Verse 15, therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. Verse 16, these 6 things that the Lord hate, yes, 7 are an abomination unto him. Verse 17, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands to shed innocent blood. Trump's hands is full of blood. Remember, season 1, he bombed Syria 3 times.
Yep.
Verse 18, a heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief. Verse 19, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. That is that man, hands down. I think they wrote this scripture. I think they were looking at Nemo when they wrote this.
Yeah.
Because all of these characteristics Trump has.
Yep.
Every time he get behind the podium, he's sowing discord among brethren. He dividing people, making you pissed off at this group pissed off at that group. It never stops because Esau hates division. Hates unity.
Yep.
Because if the people are united, they can see through his bullshit. But see, he keep y'all divided by keeping y'all arguing over bullshit like pronouns. And y'all fall for it every time.
I want to give you something also to add on to what you did with Trump because, hey, Psalms, it brings, they be matching Trump's energy, man.
Yeah.
On point. This is Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God.
See that?
God is not in all his heart. I'm sorry. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth up at them.
Bam. Ooh.
He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved,
See that?
for I shall never be in adversity.
Uh-huh.
His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity, man.
Ooh.
That's
Esau
Trump
said,
to
that
the
DT.
fullest.
Esau think he that nigga, man.
That DT all day. You MAGA people, y'all really don't know what y'all did, man. Y'all picked the most dumbest, proudest, stupidest Edomite in the box. And that's only a role he's playing. Remember, this man grew up in front of a TV camera.
Yeah.
So he gonna pretend like he don't know what his actions gonna cause in the future.
Yeah, he was out there in WrestleMania, man. That's a whole
Yeah.
act. That's a whole role, man.
Yeah, this man grew up in front of a TV camera.
True.
He pretend he don't know the damage the tariffs gonna do. And it's like we always tell y'all. Don't pay attention to what Esau says. Watch what he does. If you want to know the true intent of a person, analyze the actions. Analyze the ending effects of his actions. He say he want to put tariffs on people. On other nations. That's how you got to pay attention to the wording too. The wording will throw you off. He gonna make the other nations pay tariffs? No. All his advisors telling him no, the other nations are not gonna pay it. The people are gonna pay it.
Yeah.
He pretend he didn't hear that. So yeah, if you want to know a person's true intention, and look at the shit they doing and the end effect of the shit they doing. So it's his plan. It's in his plan to destroy.
Didn't China put 35% tariffs?
34%
tariffs on this place?
Yep.
Yeah, y'all finna feel them gas prices, the insurance, food prices, auto, all of these different things. The prices finna go up on a whole nother level, man.
Yeah.
And they talking about a recession in 30 days. I don't know how true that is. We'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's about a recession in 30 days, and they talking about around April 20th, it could be a possibility of martial law being called. Who knows?
Let's get to
But they
it.
talking about these things.
We told y'all, this man is not gonna stop nothing. He's gonna speed up the destruction.
These things are vastly approaching.
I got some article. Well, it's not like an article, but it's like something Trump's mom said about him.
Uh-oh.
So it fits him pretty well
He
according
always
to
been
what
a
we're
little
talking
bitch.
about. Pretty much what she said. But I can read it. It says, this is Trump's mom. She said, yes, he's an idiot with zero common sense and no social skills, but he is my son. I just hope he never gets into politics. He'd be a disaster. That's what's happening right now.
Your own flesh and blood.
If your mama know you an idiot, why can't you MAGA people see that he's an idiot?
Because guess what, man? Shoot. A mother be like, oh, that's my baby. Don't touch my baby.
Mama
When
said,
you-
look, don't put that
Yeah,
motherfucker in the
yeah.
White House if you know what's good.
Damn.
That's a hard pill to swallow coming from mom. So I take it you didn't vote for me, Mom? Hell no!
Shoot, I wonder how their relationship is.
I think his dad was a part of KKK too.
Oh, yeah, he was affiliated.
So you Jakes that thinking that this nigga gonna do something for you, he doing the exact opposite. Look what he doing to his own people.
Bringing back segregation laws. If that ain't a deep-rooted hatred for you Israelites, but see, y'all act like y'all can't see it.
Yep.
Because y'all still want America to be great again. Go ahead. bro.
Matter of fact, brother can get what's that? Sirach 14 and verse 5. He that's
I
evil
got
to
it.
himself.
Sirach 14:5.
Yeah.
He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? And he shall not take pleasure in his goods. So this man evil to everybody, you know, and himself. He ain't gonna be good to none of you Jakes, none of you other Edomites, man. He don't care about you six-pack Joes out there, man.
No.
He gonna do y'all dirty. And y'all gonna rise up. Y'all gonna have the bloodbath amongst each other. We love to see that, man.
Look
I
how
be
he
laughing
did.
when I be seeing them arguing at each other.
Look
We
how
talk
he
about
did
that
the MAGA
before.
people during his inauguration ceremony. He had all them people travel to Washington, and at the last minute he moved the ceremony inside and left all them people out there in the cold. Didn't give a damn. Didn't give a damn. So you mean to tell me if this man will leave you out in the cold and not blink twice about it? You think he gonna go to bat for you to get your money? Or to save you money? Or to put you in a good stance with the other nations? No, this man don't care about nothing. He done sold his soul to billionaires. He done sold his soul to the wall humpers.
I was about to say, I think the Edomites want you, brothers.
No. Keep on running. No, I don't
You
want
got to do a few more
Yeah,
squats.
stay on that hamster wheel until your time comes.
Yeah, stay on that house wheel. If you showed any improvement by then, you might get chose. Other than that, no.
Oh man, she was licking her lips at you, brothers, man.
No, she wouldn't. Probably licking that rain off her face. Licking that rain off her face.
Little thin monkey lips.
I can't. No. But y'all gonna get it, man. That Trump does not care about y'all, man. It's just like I was telling him about a story about the latest executive order this man wants to sign. He wants to force drug dealers to pay tariffs on illegal drugs brought into the country.
Yeah, that's what I said.
How
That's
you
how
gonna
he got something to do with that shit.
how you
That's
gonna
know he
enforce
doing it.
that? And number two, and the dude that brought this out, he couldn't stop laughing. He was an Edomite. He was like, well, I want to claim 10 pounds of fentanyl because I don't want to break the law when I'm bringing illegal drugs into your country illegally. Does that sound logical? No. But it's also saying at the same time, once again, that Trump can be bought because I thought his stance on drugs was zero tolerance. But for a certain price,
Yeah.
he's willing to allow these drugs to enter the country.
That's all right, 12 and 10.
Never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Yep.
But y'all gonna keep trusting. This is the thing right here, especially with you Israelites. Y'all don't know how to defend against your enemy because you don't either, number one, you don't know who your enemy is, or number two, you're not familiar with his tactics on how he attacks you. He attacks you on all three fronts. There are three theaters of war. There's physical, mental, and spiritual.
Yep.
He attacks you on all three fronts on a daily basis, and y'all don't even know who your enemy is still to this day.
Dude, look at this man. He gave you Christianity, man.
Yeah, that's an attack.
You don't even realize that's a whole nother god of wood and stone, man.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, when I was in the store at Kroger over there, man, you had effeminate looking ass Jakes with the effeminate looking ass Edomite, man, walking around the store trying to invite people to church. And I already knew it through the spirit, man. I'm like, something's off in their spirit, man. This is before they came up to me. I'm like, something's off in their spirit, man. I feel like they're going to try to invite me to church. I turned my head, you know, because I was watching my kids, and then I turned over to these niggas is over here. Hey, can I invite you to church? Have you heard about the Passover? Passover's next week and all that. I was like,
Oh, bro.
I'm not interested. I'm good. Are you sure? I'm not. I'm good. I'm not even gonna open that can of worms, man. We just celebrated Passover.
They invite you to Ishtar.
Yeah, Ishtar,
They
man.
invite you to.
Yep.
And when he walked off, you probably talked about how much of a devil you
Yeah. That's what I felt
You
through the
ain't
spirit.
Man, that's
Man,
how they
he's
move.
wicked. He probably was
Yeah.
thinking he's wicked.
That's
But
all
you
y'all
are
man.
feminine as hell, though.
Isaiah 5:20. They call evil good and good evil. Roughly paraphrasing. If you don't agree with their wickedness, now you wicked.
Yep.
What the hell kind of logic is that?
and really, it been through the spirit because they was coming up to a lot of jakes in the store, and they was like, "Nah, I'm good, man. I don't want to go to your church, man."
No, we don't get down with the chocolate bunny.
I was like, good.
Buddies
You
don't
know.
even lay eggs. The average person don't even know that. That's how you know y'all asses.
Dumb down. Esau did
What?
a
They don't lay
tremendous
eggs.
job.
Yeah, because I remember being in church, man. At the church service, after Easter service, man. Because Easter service will be packed full of you jakes, man.
Yeah. They just there to eat.
Yeah, for
There
sure.
to eat, for sure. That'd be the only time they go to church. And then after church, they'll have the little kids, I remember, going searching for these eggs and stuff. And then as I got older, I'm like, nigga, what does this got to do with this? And then I got into the truth, and I realized, these niggas is bugged out.
That's a money and marketing scheme.
Yeah.
Man. You know damn well boys don't lay no eggs, and ain't nobody thinking about the Lord when they doing all the other stuff, man. You think
Yeah.
about that money, you about to get them eggs and them damn chocolate candies, man.
Yeah,
That's what your ass thinking
That's
about.
all it is. But see, that's how Esau packages his wickedness toward the Israelites. He will package it to make it seem harmless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just for the kids. It's cartoons.
Nah, it's wicked.
It's fun and games. No, that's how he packages his wickedness, because he knows if Jake does his research, he gonna come across some shit that's wicked about all these holidays. So he already did the research for you. Oh, there's nothing to worry about. It's just bring the kids, and we're gonna do an Easter egg hunt, and all this is gonna be fun. No, you are acknowledging Ishtar, the god of fertility,
Yep.
Yep.
and you are making your children sacrifices.
Yep, I was saying that same thing.
Yep.
Leviticus.
I got 2 Corinthians 20:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And a lot of you people are ignorant to his devices because you won't do the research, man. It's all kind of research out here right now. You can look it up and find certain things, man. But y'all choose not to because of your pride. You think you know everything, and because you grew up on this, you feel like it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Going off your feelings instead of dealing with the facts, man.
Yeah, sure. I had my mother like that, man. We didn't grow up like that, you know. The stuff you doing, we didn't do that. I'm like, hey, when I was a child, I spake as a child. And when I became a man, I put away childish things. Just
Right.
roughly paraphrasing the scriptures, man. You know, we was in a childish or childlike mind state when we was in those churches or whatever. God of wood and stone that you was worshiping before you came into this truth, man. Right? The things that we doing, we're trying to seek the Lord. We're trying to please the Lord to the best of our ability, man. We're trying to, matter of fact, I get Proverbs 22 and verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. You know, so now, you know, brothers have the luxury to have children. You know, we train them the right way to go. We give them the true name of the Lord, because, hey, I wish I knew the true name of the Lord back then, but man's goings of the Lord, and this is for us to appreciate the truth now. You know, I look back like, man, we was bugged out.
Was.
Yeah.
So now, you know, if you have sons or just, you know, men in general that come into this camp, man, you know, your brothers, you give them that word, man. Hey, this is the name of the Lord. This is how we move. This is how we conduct ourselves. All right? We give them that word, how you should move.
I got a scripture on you niggas out there, man, that celebrate these wicked ass holidays like Easter. This Leviticus 18:21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power, Yahweh Bashmiel I am the Lord. That's what y'all Jakes do every single folly day. Y'all sacrificing y'all children to Molech. Spiritually, it's not physically y'all doing it, but it's a spiritual thing because y'all worshiping a different God.
Yep.
So by you doing that, having them do all these different things to worship it, you having them lead to destruction.
Yeah.
And they don't even know what they're doing, but you know what you're doing. And you talk about it's for the kids. Well, if you loved your kids, you would tell
Exactly.
them.
I was just about to make that point.
That's
A
why-
Christian
They'll
will
get
tell
over
you
it
that
eventually.
real quick. We doing it for the kids. You better learn to say, fuck them kids. I'm not trying to burn for these kids,
Yep.
and I'm not trying to see these kids get burned.
Yep. Hey, that's what I had to explain to I explained to her, but you know, I told the story about my mother coming over around Passover time. She was bringing some food that had some yeast in it. And I was like, you know, hey, she was like, hey, gotta feed them kids, you know. Hey, I brought this over to feed them kids. I'm like, you know, it came to a point, you know what, I ain't gonna argue with her. I'm just gonna get this food. I'm just gonna put it up.
Deal with it later.
Deal with it later. All right. You know, we'll have this conversation later. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you because I'm not trying to see my household burn or get destroyed because I gotta feed the kids, man. The kids are gonna get fed.
They gonna live.
Yeah, they gonna be good.
They gonna live.
You know.
What y'all gonna do this year though with the with Ishtar? The egg price is high as hell.
Oh,
So like what y'all gonna do? Like,
they gonna go to jail.
Man, they finna go out here and be ganking eggs, man.
They finna go to jail because you know what? The
I think
ICE
there's a limit.
units, they catching people smuggling eggs from across the border from other countries. They calling that contraband.
Wow.
They confiscating this shit like it's dope. Eggs. You see how ridiculous Esau can get?
The incredible edible egg got niggas out here. Wow.
Contraband, bro. They treating it like it's a drug from a foreign country.
Well, I did bring out, man, I believe they said the reason why they putting up the price of eggs is just one of the reasons because it kind of helps, you know, for the people that took the yab, you know, it kind of helps with, you know, lessens the symptoms, I guess, something like that. I brought that out like years ago, something like that.
Wow.
And then, you know, with the people getting arrested, bringing the eggs from the other countries, you gotta realize as well, these eggs from these other countries, they're better than our eggs over here, man.
They ain't got all that shit pumped up in them. Because you gotta remember the chickens that lay the eggs in the United States are pumped up with so much shit. It's in the eggs because it came from the chicken.
Man,
Whatever in the chicken goes into that egg. Just like Bill Gates. He trying to jab up all the cattle. Now all the meat tainted. See, these people got to go, man.
A lot of Jakes, man, you know, that I've been seeing on social media, even my cousin, that they talk about some, man, I'm about to have to move out the country, man. That ain't gonna save you. That ain't
Where
gonna
you
save
going?
you. Man, it's not gonna
follow
save
you.
you. I
Look.
told him, man, it's not gonna save you, man.
Ain't no running from what's coming. This is gonna affect the whole planet at the same time. We all in this together.
Hey, you see with the tariffs, all the other nations are gearing up. They like, I don't like what this is happening.
They
So
see
all
stuff.
the prices are going to go up everywhere.
Yep.
But
Yep.
see, Esau forcing the hand of these other nations. Like I brought in that video. These other nations are going into self-preservation mode. Just like that slogan, Europe first. We didn't have that 2 years ago.
No.
It was America first.
Yep.
But now it's Europe first. Europe is looking out for their own interests now. And they are doing backdoor deals with the BRICS without the United States sitting at the table. That's how the United States gonna get bombed at 3 in the morning.
Hey, shoot, you did it.
Exactly.
And matter of fact, what was it, a couple years ago, the U.S. blew up that pipeline too?
Mhm.
Yep.
So,
Pretty much told on themselves.
Yeah. So don't be surprised, yeah, like the brother said, you're going to get bombed at 3 in the morning, man, or when you least expect it.
Yeah, the Bible just said that. Suddenly
These
he will
kick off,
be
it's gonna a thief in the night for sure.
he what now?
I said when all of these things do kick off, it's gonna be like a thief in the night, man. It's just gonna happen suddenly.
Yeah,
While
but
people
see-
chilling in their houses, it's just gonna happen, man.
This is what Esau wants though. because that's going to justify him to bring in martial law. But the Lord still going to throw monkey wrenches in his shit. It's not going to go as smoothly as he thinks. It's like we said, man. The Lord sent Trump for our benefit, not you Edomites, because he sent Trump because he knew Trump was going to end this.
Yep.
He's just that stupid, just that proud, just that arrogant.
Hey, he called it American Liberation Day. This is a day to remember. And I brought out yesterday in our little lesson, hey, it's the Israelite Liberation Day.
Yeah.
That's coming, right? We're the ones that's going to be liberated. We're going to have a day to remember. Matter of fact, pursuant to Jeremiah 25, right? The new Passover, right? Hey, that's what we waiting for, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to get the...
You heard about, they're supposed to be possibly the next Pope, Jake think that's going to save them. The next Pope supposed to be Jake.
Nigga.
Man, if he in the Catholicism, he might as well be an Edomite.
He might as well.
But see, this is the thing. Just think about it like this, Edomites. If the Lord wanted America to go on, he wouldn't have sent Trump.
Yeah.
That's why he sent Trump, because he wanted America to be destroyed.
Yep.
Trump is the only one with the forward mouthpiece to talk to these other nations like they ain't shit to make that happen.
He been talking cash.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, he been talking that big boy shit. Like he ain't got the most watered down military on the planet. And if you depending on technology, all they got to do is send an EMP. All your drones ain't gonna stay on the ground.
That's all that gotta happen.
So with a watered down alphabet ass military, half the military alphabet, the other half don't respect your ass because you are a Dodge drafter being put over them. No active military member respects Dodge drafters.
See that?
I mean, draft dodgers, especially ones that's being put over them, telling them what to do.
Yeah.
They're not gonna respect this man. You're gonna have all kind of mutiny break out.
A lot of these soldiers in the military, man, they be twerking with the gun in their mouth, man.
Exactly.
You know?
That's what I mean. A watered down ass military.
So this guy on Vlad TV, the Jake, I think it's Nicholas Irvin, something like that. He has like long dreads. I don't know if y'all seen him. He was like real like Call of Duty. He said, hey, he pretty much said the same sentiment of what you said, brother.
Yeah.
You know, these people ain't ready. A lot of them's overweight. A lot of them ain't ready for war. A lot of them that's coming into the military is just getting in for that check,
Yeah.
for you know, to see the world. They ain't ready for battle. A lot of them's overweight. A lot of them seeing what Trump is doing, you know, with the Marines being pushed out, you know, for the bumps on their face.
Remember they had to get the jab too?
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
A lot of people got out because of it. Then after their numbers got too low, they started calling people back.
Yep.
Man, look, this is something that Esau has to learn the hard way. When you fuck over somebody and then you give a fake ass apology, that shit don't stand.
Nah.
It don't work. People still pissed off at you, as you could tell from the other nations. Even though you apologized about Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan still hate your ass.
Still.
Because you didn't correct it. Apologies never fix anything. You got to rebalance that thing out. You got to give them back what they lost, what you took from them, just like us. Empty ass words like I'm sorry don't bring back balance to shit. If anything, it makes it worse because you adding gas to the fire by throwing that. That's an insult to us, an empty ass apology. And you're not willing to make the necessary corrections to fully instill your apology.
Yeah.
But they
So
use that
everybody
word
like, fuck
reparations.
your apology.
They use their word reparations towards us, but that word reparations goes to repair. You gotta make it like, dude, Esau didn't do none of that shit with us.
No, but you know what he trying to do to piss us off? He tried to give reparations to Asians.
Yep.
He tried to give reparations to the January 6th actors. Cause that's all they were.
Yep.
Crisis actors. He trying to give reparations to he tried to, like he did with Northern Kingdom, 9 and 10 grand a month on the card. He did everything he can right in our face to piss us off. That should let you know who your enemy is. Anybody that is against your simple happiness is your enemy.
Yep. And then with the Northern Kingdom, bring them over here. Oh man, we got this money, and then now we're going to detain you.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be looked at as a public enemy #1. As the brother say, Northern Kingdom gets it first, and Judah gets it worse. So, they are already going through Jacob's trouble, being sent to Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo Bay. That prison in El Salvador.
Yo,
But see, we told you Northern Kingdom now, but trust them. Check this out. This is Psalm chapter 140. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man, preserve me from the violent man. Verse 2, which imagine mischief in their hearts, continually are they gathered together for war. We told y'all not to trust this man. This man is always scheming.
Yep.
That made me think of the Land Reservation Act, where they had the Northern Kingdom, they had land and stuff over here. Then, of course, Esau, with his trickery, his deception, his lies, he gave them resources. Then he brought a lot of Edomites from other countries that came over here and took their land.
Yeah, they did the numbers on it, man. They was giving away back in the day, I think upwards of 600 acres per family. And that equates to like, I think about $3 million worth of land. Just slaughtered the Indians and took their shit and redispersed it throughout their own people.
That's wicked, man.
So, and then you got series like the Elder, he bring up that series called Yellowstone all the time. He said he can't watch it because it pissed him off. I tried to watch it, I couldn't watch it. Because they just so, they really act like they didn't do shit wrong to get this land. My fathers and my grandfather grew up on this land. Yeah, after they stole it.
You know how that works? Everybody said, was it Matt Walsh? They said, we stole it fair and square.
Yeah, keep that same energy. I'm glad you Because Manifest Destiny got a part 2, just like the Elder always said.
I got Ecclesiastes 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. And that's what's getting ready to happen to Esau Edom's kingdom. Is getting ready to be given to who it was supposed to be given to in the first place, the Israelites, man. You slipping, Eve. You destroyed your whole kingdom. Now we finna get ready and get our shot, but our shot gonna last forever and never, never, Lord willing, man.
That shows you the big child Esau is. He's willing to destroy himself to hurt us.
Yeah.
But it's still gonna come to naught because you still going in to change. Your judgment already written. There's nothing you can do to change that. There's nothing you can do to change that the Lord is coming for his elect to put your ass in chains.
Set in stone.
And Shalom brothers on the comment board. YASHAMIAHLA.
Shalom.
I got Lights Out Devil. Then you can get yours at. It's Sirach 14 verse 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he would declare his wickedness. This is what we seeing right before our very eyes.
Absolutely.
Man. Right? So-called doing good. They talking about what was it? That $5,000 they gonna give to every American citizen if you qualify for it. Don't be surprised if you end up owing that money.
Yeah. First of all, they're gonna tax it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a loan.
You gotta qualify for it.
But answer me this: whatever happened to setting them people right in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever happened to setting them people right in LA that lost all their shit in the fires? In Hawaii? Those are land grabs. They're keeping it out the news because they don't want you to put 2 and 2 together. How the hell just random fires just pop up and destroy miles and miles of property? Come on, man. And then don't nobody know shit. That's the telltale sign right there is Esau behind it. They just can't figure it out. Oh, yeah, whatever.
With the way this weather been in Louisville lately, they got Louisville on that 15-minute city list.
Yeah.
I think Esau got something to do with all this weather, the way it's been. It's the Lord, though, using him, if that's the case. But the way it's been, hey, the Lord been judging these people, man. They had a little rock slide somewhere.
Yeah.
There's been tornadoes. It's been raining nonstop the last 4 or 5 days. These people out here scared, man. We ain't scared.
Yeah, I told the brother, I mean, it's feeling like Noah out here, man.
Yeah.
How much it been raiding and flooding over here.
That whole house floating down. You said it was in Lexington?
Lexington.
Damn.
And I think here too, I forget which area. It's
The whole
like,
downtown's flooded down
yeah,
there.
our old camp spot, we can't even go over there, man.
Yeah, it's flooded out.
Yeah.
And then he got something else cooking for next week. Now you gonna have temperatures down in their 20s next week.
Damn.
So that right there is a recipe for black ice.
And matter of fact, next week's supposed to be thunder over Louisville.
They
It's-
canceled it.
They canceled
it.
it.
Hey, call her
You
lawyer
see?
round shot,
The
man.
Lord getting rid of that mirth, man.
Yeah,
Because a
people
lot of
sad.
people look forward to that. That's why I say this is a liberation of the Israelites, man. We seen the downfall of this man's kingdom.
I'm about to see the real fireworks, the fucking missiles, man.
Yeah,
They hit
yeah,
this
we
bitch,
waiting for the
man.
real thunder over Louisville.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a wrap right there, bro.
Y'all ain't gonna be taking no pictures though. Y'all gonna be running y'all asses off.
They gonna be like, what y'all saying that? Oh, man.
We waiting for the real thunder over
All
Louisville.
that fun shit that y'all chasing to stop, all this fun shit y'all trying to do to keep from dealing with reality,
That's it.
it's
That's
going
right.
to be, it's going to be ceased either way it go, man. This is Amos 8:10. And I will turn your feast into mourning,
See that?
and all your songs into lamentation. And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins, and baldness upon every head. And I will make it as the mourning of a only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day, man. So hey, all that partying and bullshit and all that fun, that's finna go ahead and be shut down, man. It's finna be real out here. Y'all gonna be forced to deal with reality, man.
Man, growing up, somebody always got shot in Thunder Louisville.
Yeah,
when
yeah, I
used to
remember
go.
that,
I
man.
ain't waited years. It's always Jake, ugly ass, man. Always shooting and killing each other,
It was
man.
either getting shot or you had like a huge ass fight.
Yeah.
It'll be either Jake or Eve fighting. There's a couple times I would say Edom be riled up too.
The spirits get active when it
Yeah.
get warm outside.
Yeah.
See, that's when Jake involved in violence like that at events like that. Those are the Jakes that don't know who the enemy is. They don't know that they have been programmed by their enemy to behave this way. That's why you back in the early 90s, you had all them gangster movies come out. Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society. That's the programming.
Yeah.
The rap music that came out during that era.
But before that, you had like Beat Street breaking and stuff like that with the breakdancing movies, where the movies were the songs were kind of positive, man.
Yeah, the
Uplifting.
hip hop started out as house music. It started out as positive, uplifting, conscious music. And the way hip hop worked, like you had East Coast hip hop, you had West Coast hip hop. That's how we got to know each other. Down South hip hop, we learned who each other were by the lingo. We learned each other lingo. We learned West Coast lingo, East Coast, down South through the music. That's how we communicated. Esau started catching on to that because NWA came out with F the Police. Public Enemy came out with an album called Fear of a Black Planet. So that's when the conscious rap started getting some leeway. It started taking off.
Yeah.
Esau said no, because that was how we communicated with each other for real through the music.
That I'm black like that, I'm cool like that.
Yeah. And everybody started getting on the same wavelength. Everybody started getting conscious of what the enemy was doing. Y'all remember that? Well, y'all might not remember that group called X-Clan.
I remember X-Clan, bro.
Yeah, X-Clan. You start getting more rappers like that.
KRS-One.
Poor Righteous Teachers.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? You start getting, they would start actually spitting knowledge. Esau had to put a monkey wrench in there, like, no, they waking up.
Oh, he slid that crack out there.
Yeah.
He slid that crack out there, and that did damage, man.
Yep.
And you try to do it again with what that
That
opioid,
opioid.
and it backfired on you. Went to your own people. Now they out here
Took out about 4 generations of this people.
standing in videos all folded up like this,
Yeah.
with the shoulderling song playing in the background.
And that's a prime reason right there that their numbers are suffering as far as population. Because all the people that's supposed to be having babies now, they dead.
Yeah.
The opioids wiped them out.
Hey, matter of fact, that reminds me, my cousin, he had married appeared to be Edomite, which I believe through the spirit she's an Edomite. You know, she was caught in it, you know. I guess she got a hold on them drugs, man, and he had to leave her, man. She was not the same, man. Hey, Lord took her mind, you know.
See, Edomites, they're the weaker vessel all day, because look how easily they fall victim.
Yeah.
I mean, Edomites, they go in their grandmama medicine cabinet, taking her blood pressure pills, her heart medicine, all this shit.
Like
oh,
Pac-Man.
this looks fun. And just pop that bitch. I'm like, man, you crazy as hell.
You don't know what that shit gonna do to
Exactly.
And you taking multiple kinds, dog.
Exactly, bro. They bored.
you. Yeah.
They are the weaker vessel. If you notice, dumb shit entertains Edomites.
Yep.
All those TikTok challenges. Jake stupid too, but
Jake trying to fit in. That's what Jake trying to do. Why
Jake
you trying to fit
stupid
in?
too,
We
man.
murdered them.
Popping them pills with them white folks, man. That happened to me before coming up, man, in my early 20s before I got the truth, man, messing around with them Edomites, man, and I messed around and killed myself, man. And the Most High kept me here. I took a hydrocortisone and a methadone.
Damn.
I took those go
Damn.
against each other.
Damn.
And if I had fell asleep in the back of that truck, I wouldn't have woke up, man.
they
You know?
tried to offer me ecstasy in was it California or Virginia? I'm like, nah, y'all go ahead. I'm good. Heart attack does not sound fun.
No, sir.
I ain't never been damn like that to do some drugs that somebody offered me some. I ain't
No,
never did
man,
that.
you don't do no shit like
Put you in
that.
a situation,
All
man.
they ever
You
did
take
was,
some
you know,
shit.
something that when people think that ain't harmless or, you know, weed a couple times, but that was in the world, you know. I ain't never did nothing else.
Niggas wearing these damn thigh tats.
God
God
damn.
Niggas wearing these thigh tats, bro. Y'all need to stop
That's,
with the thigh
nut
tats, the
huggers.
bonnets,
Yeah.
all of that
Nut
shit.
huggers.
Man.
I know them nuts. Man, them nuts
Well,
got
he
to be
ain't got
cold
no
as
nuts.
hell.
He ain't got
You know,
no
he got an
nuts.
OnlyFans. He got an OnlyFans.
Cause I'm like, you wearing nut huggers, you ain't got no nuts, man. You ain't.
Them higher than Daisy Dukes. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, those was definitely some dupes, bro. Way up in this crotch.
As cold as it is out here.
You know,
Cause
they got that sofa.
That sofa,
That
man.
sofa.
Cause I know when you running, you know, when you exercising and you
Generating
running,
heat.
you know, you do generate heat, but not like this out
No,
here. The
it's
cold
cold
like
as
this.
shit out here.
That's how
Matter
you
of
know
fact,
that's an Edomite thing, man.
Let me see how cold it is out here right now.
Feel like it might be like 40, 30.
It's 46.
And it's only chilly because of the rain and it's a
Yeah.
little windy.
Yeah.
If he do got a girl, he ain't the man in a relationship.
Man,
If.
them hot
If.
shorts he rocking.
Yeah. You know how women be taking your shorts? Nah, he took her shorts, man.
They wearing boy shorts, y'all wearing girl shorts. It's just bad, man. They backwards, man.
You ain't
Backwards.
no
man.
alpha man, you a bitch.
And then you Jake see how they operate, and then y'all want to start running around, jogging with them, wearing that little shit.
Jake could go above and beyond to be accepted by the enemy.
Yeah.
But they just don't get that they enemies, they got a love-hate relationship with you. If you decide to do your own thing, they're going to try to cling to you. But if you try to follow them, they're going to hate you.
Yeah.
That's the warped logic of Esau right there.
Yeah, I had to get on my homeboy, man. This is years ago. I think I had just got into the truth. I had just got into the truth. He talking about, hey, let's go hiking with these niggas,
Oh,
man.
no.
I was like, nah,
No
nigga.
going in the woods with Esau.
Nah. He's like, we gotta get ready for the war, you know, Jacob's trouble or whatever. Like, hey, the Lord gonna prepare you for that, man. You know, through the Spirit. You know, not to say that you can't, you know, do a little stuff here and there, but at the end of the day, it's the Lord's movie. The Lord is gonna take care of you. You know, just like the other day with the tornado, you know, a lot of stuff that was happening the other day. You know, I did my little prayer for the brothers, the household. You know, we gonna be good, man.
Yeah, don't go in the woods with Esau if you're Jake.
Nah.
You're going to come back as pickled nuts and
Yeah.
butts and guts and everything else.
There's so many
Where's
stories out
Tyrone?
there.
Oh, he must be back.
Man, this
I guess he'll catch up. He's back there somewhere. No, he dead.
Yeah.
speaking of Edom, it's a post going around with an older Edomite. He got his whole genitalia removed
Oh, hell.
and coochie inserted, and he had a picture took with it. He was wrapped up, and he had both testicles in his hands. So he just got his pussy dead.
Nigga.
See,
I'm
Want it
tired
in
of
the
these
stones,
people,
man. You Jakes, if y'all, Jake, it's a Jake out there somewhere that will try to follow that. If you want it in the stones, man, you can't get the kingdom.
Saucy Santana.
that's
A
just
ball
ridiculous.
fade, and a blonde ball fade, and a beard with waves. That's crazy work, man.
I got this scripture on that. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person is Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Profane means you're outside the temple. That means the Lord ain't dealing with you. And look at the things that Esau does, I can understand why.
Yeah. This nigga is weird
That's
shit.
probably setting great dignity at its finest, man.
Took the pictures with his shit. And
Hey.
kept it moving.
Matter of fact, y'all seen that what was it? Some type of doctor. I don't know if he does surgery or cosmetics or something like that. And one doctor that's going around in his office, running around naked. I don't know if y'all seen that.
Oh, hell no.
Where he pretty much, busting nuts on his clients
What?
and the people that's working for him.
See, I seen something similar to that. It was this dentist, and when he put his patients under, he'd just stick his rod in their mouth,
Bruh.
Nigga.
and get off, and then I don't know if he cleaned the woman up or not, but I'm like, see, that's why people don't trust Esau. His true colors are being shown. This man, when he claimed he's such a doctor, he want to be like Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Or the scientist that created Frankenstein, and he wants to be a mad scientist. This man just want to experiment on people
Yeah,
and
look
on
at-
animals.
Look at the movie, I'm sure y'all probably seen it before. Look at the movie, The Human Centipede.
I knew you was
Oh,
gonna say
my
that.
God,
I couldn't
yeah.
even finish the movie. I couldn't
Yeah.
stomach it.
The movie, The Human Centipede, he would stitch all these people's mouths up against each other's rectum, man.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And,
Yeah.
and the one in the front will eat,
Yeah.
and he will take a dump into the other
other
one's mouth,
one's mouth.
and then the other one will eat, and it will go back into the last one, man. He fucked them people up,
So
man.
if you was the last one,
Oh, man.
you getting all the smoke. You getting all the smoke.
Man.
Nasty word.
Hey, they came out with a second one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, that's the Edomite psyche, man. That's entertainment to them.
That's nasty
That
work,
was
man.
rad, dude.
I couldn't
what?
even finish the movie. I couldn't stomach it. I'm like,
They made a funny version on South Park. But it's still the concept, like, who comes up with this shit? But an Edomite.
the profane.
Man.
Like that movie, it's a movie called Lovely Bones. And this Edomite, he had an underground shed, and he was just kidnap all these different little girls and take them down there and do what he did to them, and he would kill them and ship them off somewhere, man. You check that movie out. It's called Lovely Bones, man. It
Yes.
came out a few years ago.
It sounded like a real life situation years ago.
It is.
I think it's I think it may be based on a true story.
Yeah, because it was like this news outlet. I don't remember where the Jake. I think they made memes of him and stuff like that. Because he didn't know that his neighbor was doing that. Because he had a woman chained up. She ended up having a baby. He was just having her way with him, all in the basement. For years. That's the Edomite way, man. You gotta chain up somebody.
They
Yep.
always got
You know?
to have something.
They always gotta
be the
have.
means
They always
of
gotta
control.
position themselves in control. You right, bro.
Like they in control of something, man. That's why they had them dogs around.
Yeah, I'm
They got to
controlling
have
you.
seize control of something.
Yeah. But see, that also answers the question why the crime of human trafficking was never solved. Because the ones you send to solve the cases, they're the ones doing it.
Doing it,
That's
yeah.
what happens when you send the wicked to investigate the wicked.
It's like,
They ain't gonna tell on themselves.
Did Satan cast out Satan? Hell no.
No way.
That's
Yeah.
why human trafficking never been solved to this day, because your government is involved in the shit.
They rubbing their hands together like Birdman, like, oh shit, I can get away with this.
That
Yeah,
piece of
I'm
base
already,
scandal shit.
I'm already having a hard time. I gotta pay these pros. You know how wicked these niggas is, man. That's why they got to go.
It was speaking on these Americans, these Edomites and their pride. There was a woman, she went to another country. She went over there and she walked up on his, he looked like he had to be a Jake. She walked up on him while he was, chopping some trees in front of his house. "Excuse me, sir, can I talk to you?" And she had a camera up in his face.
Yeah,
and
I
he
seen
was
that.
like, "Well, you can't record me because this is private property." And she like, "Well, I'm exercising my First Amendment."
Yeah, yeah.
He like, "You think this America?" He walked up on her.
Yeah.
He dropped her, bro. He walked up on her and hit her so hard, man.
I think he was a Levi. I think that was over there, or Benjamin. I think that was over there in Jamaica.
He let her have it, bro.
Yeah, because she was thinking that this is America.
Yeah, she think, well, you supposed to kiss my ass.
Yeah.
That's what she was really thinking.
Yep.
But see, you entitled as Americans, y'all find out the hard way what this world really feels about y'all. Because Trump is a representative of every last
Yep.
one of y'all who thinks like that. That's why the world can't stand y'all. That's why Obadiah 1 and 2 says what it says. "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised." Can't nobody stand y'all entitled asses. Just because you're from America and you got pale skin, the world's just supposed to bow down and kiss ass automatically off the rip. No, that's not happening. Matter of fact, your ass is about to bow down.
Ain't nothing but a bunch of wide-eyed twats, man.
Entitled, spoiled. Can't do no wrong, but all you do is wrong.
Man.
Like Moab said, "Look, I'm American." Open up his eyes.
Yeah.
You got anything gluten free?
I see that.
No, they definitely don't like you Americans, man.
Cause they weak as hell, man, but they try to carry themselves like they can't be touched.
Exactly.
Oh, you
That's a
anything
hypocrite.
gluten-free?
Gluten free. Think about it, that term didn't even exist 100 years ago.
Just make real food, man. Stop pumping it with all this extra shit, man. But no,
That's the thing though, it all goes back to Esau. Esau got these sensitive ass digestive systems. They got these sensitive ass immune systems. That's why you see these commercials all the time. Have you and a loved one ever died from such and such? Or came up with this rare disease? All you see is Edomites.
Yeah.
They are the weaker vessel, man. That's why you gotta cut up their veggies first. You gotta cut up their hot dogs first. Cause they got sensitive teeth and shit. They need a special toothpaste. Shit like that, man. The weaker vessel.
Oh, but they can eat some raw meat though.
Oh, that's
Oh
shit.
yeah. That's how you know they the base of the base man. They're more animal like out here, man.
Give them a raw pig,
Yeah.
they're gonna give him hell.
Yep.
But these sensitive motherfuckers, the sun is a little too bright for them.
Sun dodger.
Yeah.
That's weak.
Matter of fact, Elder YASHARAHLA did a lesson the other day. They trying to block out the sun.
Man,
You see that?
See, you see the links that Edomite, what's the word for it? Edomite idiocracy.
Yeah.
Edom's just they like shit to be gloomy, dog. Look all dark and
That's
messed up.
That's what they are.
That's how they have their movies.
That's what they are. That's what they represent.
Hey, they the real life vampires, man.
Dystopian. They got to have a dystopian environment. All they movies, the world is destroyed or fucked up. That shows you how this man wants to rule over ashes instead of a beautiful kingdom. You never see that in none of his movies.
So, I mean, look at the vampires, as I just said, yeah. They can't stand in the sun. All right, they living up in a huge dark castle. You know, it's all dark everywhere, and they love drinking blood. As in this case, you know, they love their meat raw. They just put it on the grill for 1 second, turn it over, it's done. You know.
But you can look at Coming to America. They got a whole kingdom, palace, beautiful animals running around.
Yeah.
You know, these movies with Esau, just like I said, gloomy, murder everywhere.
Yeah, he putting hell on the people. Yeah, that's what this man really wants. He's showing you what he wants through his movies. He wants a fucked up world with everybody fucked up, where he get to call the shots.
Yeah, he's only going to create what he wants and what he thinks of himself.
Yeah. Why you think this man won't do nothing about ghettos? That was the plan, to get them a fucked up place to stay.
Shoot, matter of fact, you go into a real estate school, they tell you why they did all those stuff too, as well. You know, they said if you in if a Jake moves into your neighborhood, your property value is going to go down.
Yep.
That's why you see in the West End, you know, those are some real nice houses. I was supposed to get one as well. Those are some real nice houses, really greatly built. And so Jake started moving in. That's when Edomites started moving out.
Yep.
Right, and that's when, because you go in there now, sometimes, man, it smells like sewer. They did that on purpose, man, because they know where Jake is at. They got a lot of police patrolling over in that area, right? They oppress you, right?
Mhm.
Like, okay, you want to move over here? All right, let's make it stinky. Let's
Make it
have
hard
a,
for you.
yeah.
So you can't enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's
See?
Esau. That's a fuck boy,
Oh,
man.
matter of fact, they had like a huge ass, I don't know if it's like a park, playground or something like that. They saw that Jake was moving in, like, these niggas is moving in. Let's go ahead and turn that shit down. They tore it up, man. They didn't want you to enjoying that, man.
That's
It was like a
Esau.
huge attraction. I had to look it up what it was exactly, but it's like a huge attraction down there in the West End, man. You see, but now some of the Jakes is moving out. So what's happening? The Edomites want to buy up the houses
Yep.
and get back, you know.
Ain't that down there in the Portland area where the white folks all used to live at here some years ago?
I believe so. It's like a downtown area. Like I said, they call it the West End. You know, maybe one day I'll show y'all. Like I said, I was supposed to give me a house down there, but it was like Jake be wildin'. That's another reason why I didn't end up getting the house, because it was just like Jake be shooting it up down there, man. It's some nice, it's some nice ass houses in some of those areas, I will say. But Jake be wildin', the police be patrolling, and some of these areas it just smells like shit. You know,
That's how it is back home, man. In the ghettos, you got police. They roll through there. They walk the neighborhood
Yeah.
and ride bikes down through that neighborhood too, and them 4-wheelers and squad cars.
yeah, they know what they doing. They patrolling. They, you know, like the scriptures speak of. You know, they're that lion that's going to and fro.
Yeah.
You know.
Seeking whom he may devour.
I got a scripture in Romans 9, 21. These Edomites, man, y'all Jakes gotta learn that they wasn't made to coexist with you. They wasn't made to uplift you and inspire you and help you. It's Romans 9:21 says, "Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?" I thought of that scripture when we were talking about that movie, The Human Centipede. Only an Edomite would think like that.
Yeah.
That's how you know the Lord, he can do what he want to do. He made them to be like that. And every single last one of them think like that. You know?
Yeah.
You can't change. There's nothing you can do. It says, verse 22 says, "What if Yahweh willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?" It says that he might make known the riches of his glory and on his vessels of mercy, which he had before prepared unto glory. So the only reason they still here doing all this wickedness is because, hey, it's here for a certain time. They got to fulfill a lot of wickedness, and then the Lord's going to bring them down and raise us up, and then we're going to be in our kingdom. Then we're going to have them in slavery, have them in chains. So it ain't forever. But the Lord, you know, he got to get them to a certain point to where they're going to be proud, you know, when they got all this technology, the Lord's going to show them that they nothing but just men.
Esau has bounds that he cannot pass.
Yep. That's how the Lord wanted right now.
It's a wrap.
And matter of fact, if the brother want to get I said Job 14 and verse 5.
Job 14 and 5.
Hey, this is the time that we're coming into, man.
Book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5. "Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass."
See that? And so now what we seeing, you know, with the tariffs, the other nations are gathering up together. They're like, man, we can't trust this man. We got to look after our own selves, man. You know, shoot, we got to help each other out. And that's going to lead to World War III. That's going to lead to this place being bombed by thermonuclear fire, man. Right? So make your call and election sure while you can. You know, don't be out here playing around with the Lord, because hey, it's about to get ugly out here. You know, with the other nations, like the brother said, China gave the U.S. a 34% tariff, right? And I think Babylon the Great did the same as well. So that's a recipe for destruction out here, man.
Yeah, good. Say it, man. If the Lord wanted the United States to go on, he wouldn't have sent Trump. He sent Trump to destroy America.
Because definitely ain't no bomb that can fix this motherfucker.
Nah.
Do y'all really think, in all honesty, that this world will survive another 4 years of Trump? Look at the destruction and the damage he's done in the first 100 days.
Yeah.
It ain't 100 days yet.
And he's talking about doing a third term, man.
Yep,
He said he wants to run against Obama for a third term. And this is the thing, like, I was talking to somebody else, like, he can't get a third term. I'm like, he can sign the executive order for it.
Yep.
And if he don't sign the executive order for it, he can make a way to where he can be underneath the next president as a vice president and have that president step down and then get back up in there again.
That's all the game.
It's ways around.
It's all a game. See, that's the thing. That's what the world is tired of. The world is tired of Esau making and breaking laws, embedding loopholes where he can get away with shit.
Yeah.
That's what the world is tired of. His laws are more loopholes than anything to give him a way out. So he won't have to do it. What's Esau's motto? Do as I say, not as I do? Yeah. That's Trump's mentality. Because the system of checks and balances are not at play.
Yeah, they don't.
This man doing whatever the fuck he want to do.
He got that do-or-die spirit on him, real.
No, he got a want to be king mentality spirit. He's trying to force these other. He still think this is checkers. He's trying to get these other countries, these other nations to crown him. Trump wants these other nations to acknowledge him as a king. He wants to be crowned. The other nations like, bro, this is chess. This is not checkers. That's why they beating him at his own game, especially Canada. Canada embarrassing the shit out of America.
Hey, easy.
This is chess. This is not checkers. You're not getting crowned.
Hey, the way Nebuchadnezzar was talking shit in the book of Daniel, he said, who is y'all God? You know, the Israelites, who is this God? Who are y'all? That's how Trump is talking about you nations.
Yeah.
You know? Who are y'all? Y'all can't do shit. Especially us, the Israelites.
Yeah, and you look at that event that happened, man, the Lord humbled him, man. And rightfully so, because he's over there talking shit. Like he did it.
The grass.
Yeah, and he had him out there for 7 years. Completion, man. Lord had to humble your ass down. You know, but these Edomites, man, they're not going to acknowledge the Lord. Right? It ain't looking too good for y'all, man. At least Nebuchadnezzar, after he got out of that animal-like state, you know, he acknowledged the Lord. But these Edomites, they're not going to acknowledge the Lord, man. You know?
Yeah, that's why y'all gonna be completely destroyed, man. Completely.
I got
Y'all gonna become war, y'all.
I got that scripture right here. The book of Psalms, chapter 14, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the fool has said in his heart, there is no Yahweh. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. Ooh. That's why, because they don't have that hedge. They don't have the knowledge of Yahweh by YASHAMIAHLA. Matter of fact, they profane outside the temple. It's not for them.
Yeah.
It's for the children of Israel. The reason why the Lord put this man in rulership is to show the elect how not to rule. And what will happen if we rule like this man?
Yep.
He gonna destroy it. So we sitting back out the way. We letting Esau do Esau. We letting the 2/3 do the 2/3. We staying out the way. When the Lord get that green light, Yahweh desire, we in y'all asses.
Yeah.
Ain't no nice way to say it.
True. With that, we can close out with that, man. Yahweh desires to edify, unless we want to give our praises going on too.
Yahweh,
by
Hashem,
Yahweh, by
Hashem,
Hashem, God with us, amongst the apostles, amongst the elders, and great no soul, we will talk is true. And the
Shalom.